Hello and welcome to our channel, Mornings at Sunrise Cottage. My name is Vicki Ann and today we're going to take you to a couple of stores. The first one is an antique store just north of Somerset. And look at this jadeite, isn't that pretty? I've got one piece of that and I like to look at it. I don't have a collection, and I also like the red. There was an old chalk dog, I guess from the 50s and 60s. And then it had some clothing, and I liked that hutch, that old-time hutch. And I thought this was a cute tea cart. And I love this type of dishes right here with the pictures on those, and that was just so pretty. I think they're made by a company called Johnson or something like that. But they were just so pretty. I had to get some shots of that for you. Here were a few jigsaw puzzles. That was nice. And just I'm going to scan around here and show you a few things that they had in here. Scuba equipment was something that I've not really seen a lot of in antique stores, and of course I had to get a picture of those chickens. And look at this airplane up here. I think it was remote control. This little bench was unusual, or bowl. I'm not sure it had legs. The next place we went was to Hobby Lobby, and I picked up just a few things to add to my 4th of July decor. First of all, I picked up these chargers. I got 6. I got 3 of the blue with the white stars. And then I got 3 of the red with the white stars. And I'm going to use these, 2 of the red on one side with the blue in the middle, and 2 with the blue on the other side with the red in the middle. And I'm going to put my white plates in. So I kind of just set that down there so you could see what it would look like. Now later, up toward July, I will do a tablescape with these. I'm going to use a white tablecloth also. And I'm just showing you here what the blue and white look like also. Next, I picked up a God Bless the USA towel, hand towel here, and I will just put this in my kitchen and probably hang it from my island. And I picked up this drying mat, and I always use these under my coffee pot. And I also went with the stars on this and the red trucks, which I really like. And then I pulled in the red trucks again with the paper plates and the napkins. And you know I always put those up in my paper plate holder in my kitchen. Now along with this, I found this cute little decor piece that had the red, white, and blue and had the USA on it, and I'll put that on my buffet in the kitchen. And finally, I found a welcome to our porch. Relax and enjoy. And this will go on my front porch to complete my red, white, and blue theme. Okay, we're ready to go to work. Are you ready, Hub?
I'm ready.
Okay. So he's starting to put some soil in there. There's our other. We've got another pallet behind that. So this has been an extremely costly endeavor, but since we're really wanting a garden, that's what it takes. So we'll get back with you a little bit later after we've worked for a while. So Mama Bird is back on the nest. I hope you can see it over there. She's checking me out here.
And
now, as you can see, all the beds are filled. We have 18 beds that are completely filled. And what Neil is doing now, he is working on getting the archway at the top of our garden. And so he's going to put that down. And that was quite a task. And he got that all pushed down there. And I think we're going to have cucumbers on both sides, and they will run up toward the top, and then at one edge, and maybe at one edge on the other side, we will have a couple cucamelon plants. And those are just the little tiny cucumbers that are about an inch long, and they kind of look like a little tiny watermelon. They're really a cute little plant, but they're fun for children to enjoy and munch on in the garden. So he got that finished, and I'm kind of spanning around here so you can see our garden, and everything has the soil in it. There's no plants in it yet, or no seeds have been sown. We're just trying to get it ready, and when the last frost date hits, the next day we will be planting. You can see our compost over to the right, the compost holder. And you see me pointing to two beds over there. We're going to have arches over 4 more places. Now you can see Neil is working on here, putting posts up beside of this other arch that he's building. And that is a piece of metal that he's pulling through there and using this little machine. And that's a tie, and it ties it right to it. And so, you know, you've used the plastic ties, I'm sure, but this is something we saw on TV and ordered off the internet. And you can see here how it works. The little machine tightens the metal up. And the plastic ties that we have used, you know, after a few years, they will probably deteriorate, but these don't. And you can see that he's tightening that. And then it cuts it off and seals it, so it works real well. And we felt like that we need to put posts up around the cattle panels. Those are cattle panels. They are 16 feet in length. And we wanted to make sure, we have quite a few winds here, we wanted to make sure that the wind didn't blow those out. So he's going to put 2 in the middle, and he will eventually be putting 2 on each of the ends. And all of them will be tied to the metal stakes that he puts down probably 12 to 14 inches into the soil. And he figured out a different way this time to do the arch, and it works a lot better. Now we're going back into the house, and I'm going to show you on our back porch or our sunroom how our plants are doing. They're not doing as well as they have in the past when we had a greenhouse. And I'm kind of going through here too fast, but you can kind of get a gist of how they're doing. The sunflowers are just floppy, but the rest of them I think will be usable. But I got a different soil from the dollar store that's right up the road from us. And that soil, I don't know if it was the soil or what it was, but it didn't work very well for us. So those have not come up so far. I will let you know if they do come up. There's about 3 or 4 flats that we used from that particular soil. So we've had a lot of problems trying to raise our own plants this year. So hopefully next year we will have a greenhouse and it'll be easier for us. Now I'm just going back and showing you how nicely rounded that the arches were that he made. They look very, very nice. Now I'm just going to kind of give you a little walkthrough of the garden up to this point. We've got everything laid out to put the other arches in. There will be an arch between these 2 beds. Beans will go in those, a row on each side of the arch. Then this will be a potato bed. Possibly greens. These down here I haven't decided, possibly onions. And I don't know about these 3. This may be peppers here. And then the arches up here, there will be beans on either side of them. And when we get everything finished, all the arches completed, we will show that to you. But this is how far that we got this week. And then you can see the boat in the back and the little sign that says, "In God We Trust." And we've got that partially filled with soil. And at the time of this recording, it's completely filled. And on next week's video, you'll get to see that. Have noticed the pallets up against the house. We're going to make a compost bin with that, and these are the different places that we're going to be planting herbs, and I think we have room for 17 different herbs. Of course, I'm going to put mint in this little corner one because I don't want it to get out and get into my garden. And then we're going to walk on over to the wishing well that Neil fixed. This little wishing well was here when we moved here, and we put it over there, and we're going to put marigolds in it. And we had planned to use our little fire pit for another planter, but we decided to keep that and just use it for a fire pit, so we can enjoy some evenings by the fire and roast some wieners and marshmallows. And as you can see, as we go through here, we have cut up most of the metal that we got off the roof. We've still got a few pieces that we're still going to use. And we cut up enough and took to our other place in Leslie County to put 3 sides of our barn under the metal. And as you can see, we've used up all the soil that we had up there before last week, and that's all completed. And we've got 3 more cattle panels to add to our beds. And so hopefully in just a few days, we will have our complete garden planted. also hope to add some flowers in the flower bed down beside of the garage. And as we walk across, you can see those pallets I was talking about. I'm taking you over to another place in our garden that we're real happy about. We'll be using 6 pallets like that to make our compost bin. And we're going all the way over on the other side of our building. And over here, you'll place some pavers and 2 large planters. Now these are going to be used to plant 2 David Austin roses, and they're in a pink, and he's going to build an arch up there, and they will run up either side and cross the arch. And I'm hoping that we can put a little table and some chairs out here so we can sit out here and have our morning coffee and enjoy those roses. But we will see. We'll let you see as we start to complete these. And friends, as we walk back across the lawn, I want to thank you all for joining us today, and we hope you will join us again next week. And hopefully next week our garden will actually be in the soil and starting to grow. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and hit the like button. May God bless you and your family, and we'll see you again next week. Bye, friends. Friends, here's a little extra. As we went to Lowe's today, I kind of spent some time looking at some things I would like to have in my garden and pricing those. And so I just did a little video showing the different prices and the different beautiful plants that they have at Lowe's, both vegetables as well as some beautiful flowers. I hope you enjoy this.